Hey guys, it's Copter again. This is my second video and I'm doing it again for the release of the TGT cards, the first full season since the release. And we've all seen two decks come out of this season. The Dragon Priest deck, which I did a video on previously, and this season we're also seeing a lot of the Secret Paladin deck, which is really popular at the moment. It's done a few different ways, but the ways it's done, um, most of the time it revolves around the one card, which is the Mysterious Challenger, which you can see in front of you. It's a 6/6, 6 cost, and it puts one of each secret onto the battlefield. So when you look at your secrets, you're going to have about 7 different secrets, but 7 secrets, but only 5 different ones. So you'll get one of each of them if you haven't played them yet out of your hand. And they work really well off each other apart from competitive secret. That actually just comes into play in your next turn. But the first secret usually comes into play assuming they attack before they throw out a minion. If they throw out a minion first, obviously the Repentance is going to come in first. If they don't throw out a minion and they attack first, Noble Sacrifice comes in first. As soon as they hit that Defender, then all of a sudden Avenge kicks into play and you'll end up boosting whatever minions you've got out on the board. If you've just brought out your Mysterious Challenger and that's your only minion, usually he becomes the 9/8, which is a big target, obviously. And then you'll end up getting, with the Redemption, you'll end up getting the Defender back to 2/1. So you'll end up having 2 minions out on the board, minimum, after all of those 3 secrets activate. Then they'll usually play a minion and that minion will be reduced to 1 health, so whatever they play after that. And then at the start of your next turn, you'll end up getting all your minions +1/+1 with Competitive Spirit if you haven't played it out of the hand. So the cards in here all work really well together, but it's a secret deck, so the most important ones obviously the Mysterious Challenger and the 5 secrets, of which you've got about 7. I only have 2 different secrets, the 2 Noble Sacrifices and 2 of the Avenge, because they're probably the most important ones. Other cards that are pretty notable in this one, the Muster for Battle, which works really well with the Knife Juggler, and of course I've got Tyrion Fordring, who's probably one of the best class-specific legendaries, and Dr. Boom, because why wouldn't you have Dr. Boom in there? Obviously I've also got the True Silver Champion, which is probably one of the better weapons. It gives you 2 health. But I only have 1. I've opted to throw in a Cog Hammer as well, because Cog Hammer, if you can play it on curve, gives you quite a bit of board control. So we'll see how we go when we go in, and we'll play this secret deck just in a ranked match. I think I'm only ranked 6 at the moment, so hopefully I can show you how the deck works and how the cards work off each other. The Secret Paladin deck is really popular at the moment. You end up, if you're climbing the rank ladder, you'll end up playing the Secret Paladin deck a lot of times, and even if you're playing a Hunter, you're probably actually playing a Secret Paladin because they're just everywhere. So I wouldn't be surprised if I come up against a Secret Paladin now. A lot of Secret Paladin decks, though, that I play against, I've noticed, are running cards like Secret Keeper, which is the 1/2 that gains 1/1 for each secret played. I don't play the Secret Keeper because I personally think that there are other cards that are more important, and I also don't play the Murloc Knight, which is really popular in a lot of Paladin decks. So I'm mulling Tyrion Fordring is too high, obviously. What I really don't like doing is getting secrets in my hand. I'm certainly not going to play Repentance now, because any minion that she brings out, that the mage brings out next, it's not worth reducing its health to 1. It might have been worth reducing its health to 1. No idea what he's going to pull out first, but it's probably a good idea to bring out the Haunted Creeper first and then the Knife Juggler, because if I can attack and die, that then activates the Knife Juggler's ability to deal 1 damage to random enemies if the Haunted Creeper dies and brings out the 2 Astral Spiders. You'll see what I mean when I throw it out. If I throw it at the Sorceress's Apprentice, each time an ancestral, a spectral spider comes out, he throws the knife. So it's a really good little way to activate the knife juggler. It'd be awesome if I had Muster for Battle in my hand now. I don't. A Muster for Battle would then, obviously work really well with the knife juggler throwing out 3 knives, but here's what it is. I might get it next turn. So this is obviously a mech mage, so with mech mages you can really lose the board really quickly if you don't tidy it up yourself, and one of the easiest ways to maintain board control, obviously apart from clearing the minions, is by bringing out a weapon like the True Silver Champion, because they're less inclined to throw out important minions if you've got something like True Silver in your hand. She might just wait to see if I end up attacking face with the True Silver Champion, which I'm not going to do, obviously. I'm probably not going to waste it on the Mad Scientist, because if I throw out the Mad Scientist, if I take out the Mad Scientist, then the next turn, which I'll be playing the Mysterious Challenger, she'll get a copy of the Mysterious Challenger, which is something that I don't want. Most secrets that the mage uses in the mech decks are usually duplicate, but there's a chance she's got the mirror image, so she'll end up getting a copy of the Mysterious Challenge, and that's just something I do not want her to get a copy of. I've also got Blessing of Kings in this deck, which, if I pull that, I could use on the Nerubian Egg. So I threw out Noble Sacrifice because I'm going to get a Noble Sacrifice with the Mysterious Challenger anyway. If she has got the secret to bring up the Mysterious Challenger as well, I could be in a little bit of trouble. Their entity, there it is. I'm not going to let her duplicate that. I'm happy for her to duplicate 2 Sorcerer's Apprentices. Or Effigy, that's a different secret, but it hasn't really helped her much. So even if the Noble Sacrifice ends up activating and avenging and giving the Nerubian Egg the Avenge, that kind of works for me anyway. Obviously it then becomes a 3/4 and the minion I can use as opposed to just a minion that's sitting there. And my next turn, either way, I can play Dr. Boom, and that gives me really good board control straight away, because against a mech mage you can lose board control really quickly. There's the whoop. She knows that's probably not going to help her out. And the Mysterious Challenger's already attacked too, so I'm not exactly going to let it stick on the board for very long. Once I get the competitive spirit, the Nerubian Egg ends up becoming a 4/2 anyway. So it works out a lot better for me this way. And she's already running out of cards, and I still have secrets coming out of my ears. So basically, things are going really well for me, and you won't be surprised how often people end up just completely forfeiting the match, conceding as soon as they see all the secrets coming out, and losing board control like she's lost already. Can sometimes frustrate people into just conceding, and that's a really annoying trait when you're playing against a Secret Paladin, is just knowing there's very little you can do once they bring out the Mysterious Challenger. I want to maintain board control here, so for me, one of the best things I can do is just to take down this minion she's got on the board. And like I've said in a previous video, I don't like buffing one specific minion, because she could sheep it, so I'm better off taking that down. I did leave this with 4. Well, there you go. That's a concede. So that's the Secret Paladin deck. As soon as you start playing that Mysterious Challenger, they get a little frustrated, and they'll they'll lose control of the board really quickly, so it's really important that you have 2 Mysterious Challenges in your deck. I probably wouldn't play a Secret Paladin without having 2, because having 2 means that you're almost guaranteed to get it, and that's something that having that guarantee is something that makes it a lot easier to play this deck. Some people do prefer, like I said, to play the Secret Keepers, but the Secret Keepers, you have to play your secrets out of hand, and that defeats the purpose of having the Mysterious Challenger, and I'm not sure why Secret Paladin decks are so popular with the Secret Keepers, considering it's the Mysterious Challenger that's brought the popularity of the Secret Paladin deck in. So anyway, thanks for watching. If you like this video, feel free to give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you can. And otherwise, I'll be trying to bring videos in every single week starting next season, which the next season starts tomorrow. So I'll be bringing in new videos, and I'm going to try and do a series on all the tribal decks, your Murlocs, your pirates, your mechs, and just, yeah, thanks for watching. Cheers.